Fort Lauderdale, our lonely Broward call.
Hi, Neil. This is Pee-wee Herman.
How you doing, Pee-wee?
And I just want to say, I'm sorry.
Okay. All the Broward lines open up like a sieve. 524 WIOD. The ladies, we had one lady in that first hour today. We're like right back we were yesterday. It's like Desiru all over again. Isn't it? This is just like an instant replay. Boca on the world line. Hello.
Neil.
Yes.
In honor of Pee-wee, bring back the lightning round.
Yeah. Bring back this, sir. We need the license, okay? One open line in Broward, two of them, 524 WIOD. Maybe that cloud cover is covering up in Broward again. Maybe they can't hear us. Or maybe Greg's talking about how depressed he is and suicidal and wants to quit, and Steve hates him like poison, and everybody in Broward's listening. I don't know.
Hey, kids, if you thought Pee-wee was fun, tune in this Saturday morning for Arnie's Playhouse.
Rub your eyes, get out of bed, bang, 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 the bad guy said it's time for Arnie's Playhouse.
Hi, boys and girls. Welcome to Arnie's Playhouse. Today's word is oozy. Watch. Wasn't that fun?
Meet some of Arnie's friends, like Terry the Pterodactyl.
Hi, Arnie.
Bye, Terry. Consider yourself extinct. Wasn't that fun?
The fun never stops at Arnie's Playhouse.
Now, let's go over to the talking head. Hi, head.
Yo.
Okay, head, tell us the future.
Okay, your next movie's gonna stink.
Oh, really? Okay, kids, let's sing. Hi, head, it's time to eat some lead.
Don't miss the Saturday Morning Madness on Arnie's Playhouse.
Don't go away. We'll be back.
That's what I'm afraid of. Look at those phones popping right off of there during that. Isn't that amazing? Man, something to sit here and watch those babies pop off. Two lines open in Broward, 524, and that we were all filled up there for a second or two, but that don't last long. They're just not with us anymore. See, they hate Rick and Suds, and they hate me, too, but they don't have the gumption to call in here and say that because they're not listening anymore. 1-800-944-WIOD on our toll-free Florida line. Miami.
Neil.
Yes, sir.
Listen, maybe you can tell me if this rumor is true.
Yeah.
Ellis Rubin is going to Sarasota to get him off.
Well, I don't want to get into Ellis' personal life. We have an open line at Dade, 751, and one in Broward, 524, and one on the world-famous WIOD, the world line.
Neil.
Yeah.
I need the Pee-wee music. I got a song for you.
No, it's going to be something gross. Come on.
No.
Everybody's a musician today. Everybody's a comedian. This is when the show starts taking a turn for the worst.
Oh, no, it's not gross.
Oh, okay. You sure?
Yes.
I doubt it. Okay.
That's it? I need it from the beginning.
That's it.
I like to watch movies. Every time I see a sign, I feel like grabbing my nine.
Grow up. 11:16 at WIOD. We have an open line in Dade, 751. One in Broward. Ladies are not participating today, although we do have a lady in Hollywood who's waiting very patiently. I hope.
Yes, hi, Neil.
Oh, you scared the daylights out of me.
Sorry.
Boy, what's going on with these people today?
I don't know.
They all sound like they're on drugs.
Listen, I owe you apology
what?
for yesterday.
What happened yesterday?
Well, you hung up on me. I called back, and the guy answers and said, I said the slang word for...
You didn't say any slang word. You said a disgusting four-letter grotesque word that begins with S and ends with T.
Uh-huh, right.
Yeah.
So would you accept my apology?
No.
Well,
This is a radio show. This is some kind of a pornographic Playways Pea House or something.
I didn't
mean it that way. What do you think this is? Well, I don't care how you meant it. You have to be a little more careful when you're on the radio because we live in a fascist world where everybody's so concerned about words, okay?
Yeah, I know. I've listened to you about a handful of times, and I've heard other words.
And they're worried about a handful, too. That's over in Sarasota. Or a half a handful. I mean, it's pathetic. It's tragic. It's embarrassing.
And I wasn't pertaining
to that. We live in a
See,
fascist, commie, pinko, repressive country, and everybody's so stupid. They're too busy worried about the William Kennedy Smith trial to take time out to worry about these things.
Oh, I know.
When does it start?
I don't know.
No.
But I originally was...
And also, all of you who don't have a satellite dish, because it's going to be on Court TV, and none of your cable companies are giving you Court TV in this godforsaken state yet, and only those of us with satellite dishes can watch it on F312 every day, every minute of the juicy trial. We ought to charge admission for people to come watch it. We ought to rent out Joe Robbie Stadium. I bet I could pack that baby. $10 a head? So anyway, what were you saying?
Oh, boy. I originally called you about the lobster season yesterday.
Oh. This is not the Mike Ranieri Show. I'm not interested in lobsters, okay?
Oh, that's what
not
my
interested
husband told
in
me.
fishing or golf or lobsters. I'm not
How
into
about
that
baseball?
crap. What about it?
Well, you told me that game that he hit the ball and they missed and
We
your
have an open
team
line
won?
in Broward, by the way, 524 WIOD. What is it? Hold on a second. Yep, it's working. I'm just checking.
Okay. Well, your team won by the guy missing the ball? I'm not into baseball, but I know you are.
Mm-hmm.
Well, last year, I don't know what the opposing team was, but the Dolphins won a game like that. The opposing team kicked.
Yeah. Well, we don't want to go back to last year. What does that mean?
Nothing. I had a thrill over it. It was
Well,
a
I'm
thrilling
glad you
game.
had a thrill. Okay.
It was a thrilling game that they won by them missing the last field goal. If they missed, we win.
What does that have to do with dropping a fly ball?
I don't know. I heard something on your show yesterday about the winning, the guy hosting the baseball game.
Hosting the baseball game, yeah.
Oh, whatever.
I think your sports knowledge, ma'am, is full of...
Right, you're
like
right.
what you said yesterday.
Exactly.
Right.
Well, hey, I told my husband, the controversy was, anyway, I wanted to call you up when nobody was lighting up your lines yesterday.
Yeah.
So I
what
get
a bad
home.
break that was.
Yeah, I get home and wait on the line for an hour. We had a great conversation
You
going.
laid on the line?
Yeah, and then you got the news going, and then I get, shut off because of the enema word.
The enema word?
Hey, I got recommended by my brother-in-law by saying that word to a little kid by accident. And I just felt bad.
You got recommended by your brother. Do you have any idea what you're talking about, or you just do you do acid like every morning at about 10?
No, I have 2 children. I'm lucky they're being
You have
quiet
2
right
children?
now. Yes.
Get HRS on the phone, George, and trace this call immediately.
Okay, well...
Have a great day.
You too.
See ya.
Bye.
Don't ever darken this phone again.
Hey, Pee-wee, pull my finger. Tonight on ABC, it's America's most heavily armed singing sensation, the Cartridge Family.
I'm sleeping, there's a prowler in my bedroom. So I'll spring up in my bed and I'll pump him full of lead. I think I'll shoot you.
No 7-day waiting period for this family.
Shirley?
Yes, Reuben?
I've decided to up my fee to 20%. Come to think of it, 10 will be fine.
Then when Daddy falls for a rather macho-looking woman, it's L.A. Law's Susan Day to the rescue.
Hands off my brother, you AC/DC misfit.
You like cop rock, you'll love the Cartridge Family. It's domestic violence at its musical best.
Traveling along with our big Smith and Wesson.
The Cartridge Family, tonight on ABC, following the final episode of The Brady Bill.
11:26 at good old WIOD, where we unveil our big new sign out there. Man, I bet you there'd be like millions of people just flocking by, crowding the causeway to see that on Friday.
This Sunday night, it's history's funniest home videos. We'll have a classic clip from the Lincoln family that they call Getting Ready.
Hurry up, Abe. We'll be late for the theater.
So we're late. What are they gonna do? Shoot me?
Watch as escape artist Harry Houdini runs into a little trouble at home.
Harry, telephone.
Be right there! Hey, the store is stuck. I'm locked in.
And we'll go all the way back to the Revolutionary War to check out this hilarious video sent in by a Mr. Patrick Henry.
Give me liberty or give me death. Beth. I meant Beth. Give me liberty or give me Beth. Yes, Beth.
Yes, it's history's funniest home videos. Sunday night at 8:30. Catch it now before it's history.
Miami, hello.
Hello, Neil?
Hi.
Hello?
Yes, are we having a problem on the phone today?
No.
Can you hear me?
Just barely.
You can barely hear me?
Just barely.
No, you're full of it. Come on.
Okay, listen, I have a question.
Yeah.
A couple days ago, you were on the air, and somebody started talking about these two books, and I don't remember which one. One was called The Plumber, and the other one was called something else.
The electrician.
No.
Sins of the... You see, you don't want to listen.
Sorry.
Sins of the Father.
Sins of the Father?
Yeah.
So I meant to write it down. I was remembering it on the drive home, and then I got home and I
Sins of the Father is great.
Which one was better? Did you read
I didn't
both?
read The Plumber.
No?
I had lunch with Gordon Liddy, but I did not read The Plumber.
Are you going to waste your time and read it?
Yeah.
Really?
If I can find it.
Huh. Another thing, with all this Pee-wee stuff,
Yeah.
the show's not that good anyway. It's no great loss. Really.
Pee-wee?
Pee-wee's Playhouse?
I'm afraid I don't catch it.
It's not a good... I babysit for my neighbor's kids.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a good show anyway. So who cares if it gets taken
Exactly.
off the
Well,
air?
it's something for people to get all excited about, okay?
I guess so.
I mean, suppose it would have been Dan Rather, then we really could have gotten into it.
I don't know. Just
And if it would have been Dan Rather dressed up as Pee-wee, then we really could have gotten it. Wouldn't that have been great?
great. All right, well, that was it.
Well, believe me, read them both.
Read them both?
Killed a lot of good time for you.
You wouldn't happen to know the author, would you?
No.
No?
Somebody will call in.
All right.
Some wise guy who's smarter than we are will call in.
Of course.
Have a great day.
You too.
Boys.
Bye-bye.
Coral Springs.
Hi, Neil. How you doing?
Great.
Listen, I just got back in California. I was in San Francisco.
Yes.
And I had a video accident. I turned on, and there was Alex Bennett on the TV.
On the tube?
What an ugly fucker.
Oh, what?
He is ugly, that guy. And he had a radio.
What did you
he had
say
an
the
audience.
first time? An ugly what?
Ugly sucker.
Oh, sucker. Okay. Well, my ears are plugged up, okay? Now you're trying to take advantage of me.
He had,
I don't know why I asked you to repeat it. It would have only made it worse, but could have been interesting.
He had an audience and
Yeah.
some people.
Well, at least he's got an audience, okay? It's more than I can say.
Well, only in
We got
the
a bunch
studio.
of deadheads out there. Oh, boy, we love your show. Yeah, a bunch of spastics is what we got.
It was unbelievable.
Spastics.
Listen, a couple things.
Have
Number
a
one,
nice
real
day.
quick on Pee-wee. I just want to know one thing.
Will you lay off a Pee-wee already for crying out
Pee-wee's
loud?
okay.
Jeez, lay off the Pee-wee.
I just want to know how many crimes were committed while those policemen were in that theater.
There were probably rapes and murders and arsons and drug deals probably within a 30-foot radius of where they were peeping.
I know you're being. I mean, really.
No, I'm not.
I'm serious.
No, I'm
I know
not.
you are too, and it's
I'm dead serious, but nobody
funny.
cares because in this country we have a bunch of hypocrites and everybody's worried about who's touching below the waist. It's all the biggest bunch of crap I've ever heard in my life.
It really
Why
is.
don't they just leave everybody alone for crying out loud?
And I got to tell you, I've never.
We've
seen
got the touch-yourself police and the sidewalk police and across-the-street police. And yesterday I'm driving to the store on Sunrise in Plantation, and there's the most pathetic motorcycle pig sitting on a corner of Nob Hill and Sunrise under a palm tree waiting for somebody to do something naughty and not nice. I mean, just a pile of crap. Just sitting there with a surly redneck look on his face. Give me a break, will you? Go do something constructive. Go sit with Pee-wee or
And, you
something.
know,
Get out of here.
We broke down Sunday night on the Turnpike, and luckily I had a mobile phone.
Yeah.
But I got to tell you, we were there an hour, and not one policeman came by.
If I could tell you how high my blood sugar is right now, sir, you would probably have a stroke right on the phone just from hearing the number. My head is swimming. I feel like Marlena Dietrich on a bad day.
Well, I got that problem.
I feel like Mark Spitz. Yeah, give me some of that Coke. That'll do it. Give me a little sugar. That'll do it, George.
Now,
Boy,
one last thing.
why do they do this to me? Why don't they stop? I'm telling you, before 2 o'clock, I will find out the name of the person responsible for bringing that slime ball back here with the food and sicking him on me with that crap that I don't want. I've screamed, I've yelled, I've hollered. I don't want it. I can't eat it. I've been sick, the stress, the food, and they just keep insisting. I'm going to sue this place. I really am. I'm getting a good crooked lawyer, and I'm going to sue the pants off of them.
Go to Philadelphia.
For food malpractice.
Listen, one other thing.
As soon as they pay me off. Yeah.
How come when you go to a movie theater and you sit behind or in front of these older people, I don't know what it is, but it's moving.
Yeah.
It's like you would swear that
I don't
they-
ever sit in
they-
front of older people. I sit
tell you.
in front of young people.
Okay. Because
Kind of peek back
they're
over
in
my
the movie
shoulder.
with you. They're in the movie with you,
And then
they're
I say-
together, and they don't know what it is, but it's moving.
And then, of course, you got to find out what it is. Oh, what is it now?
Why is it the older people, they're together, okay, but they keep describing the movie to each other as if the other one's not there?
Because they don't care about anybody else. Don't you understand that, Sonny? It's their time. Don't bother them. They're the only ones there. It's like on the road, the same thing. Get out of their way. It's their time. Oh, look at that. Look at that. I'm watching MTV now, so you have to excuse me. I'm just being a pervert on the radio, and I enjoy every second of it, okay? And if it offends anybody, up yours, okay? I'm tired of all you phonies out there with your closet lives. You make me sick. Right? Sir? Sir?
Yeah, Neil.
Yeah. You're not listening to anything I'm saying.
Yeah, I am.
This isn't a conversation. This is like, I don't know what it is.
Listen, I take Lucatrol. Do you take anything?
I take Lucatrol also, sir.
Oh, okay.
But unfortunately, when you haven't taken any, and I shouldn't eat before noon anyhow.
Mm-hmm.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
And I've been having a problem, and it took me 4 days to get my sugar down to where it ought to be this morning. Not too bad a level, and I felt great. I felt sensational. You know how it is when your blood sugar gets real high?
Yeah.
And you feel like you're dying over there. And then the guy brings the food. They bring him back here. Oh, here's some goofball got a bunch of food. This guy could be like an axe murderer.
I know.
And they just wander back here. I'm telling you, this place, if they'd ever get their act together in here and stop worrying about how much the billing is, if they'd ever, run a real radio station, this could be a fun place to be. It really could. Once upon a time it was for a couple of days. I can't remember when.
And it's tough because
God almighty, what is wrong with them? They got like 8,000 people here, and nobody takes any responsibility. It's like they're all just shuffling around in the hallway, like, hey, what's going on? Where are we going? Like they're lost, like the land of the lost. Why doesn't somebody assert himself or itself in this place and say, no, we don't? Just open up those drapes, by the way, George. There's a lot of commotion out there in the hallway. I think we're going to find out who brought that asshole back here. Well, you have a great day, sir, and keep... What? Did you bring that person back here? Stephanie and Gwen? No, they did not do it, but they did eat some of the food. Well, I'm not blaming them for that. Have a great day, sir. An open line in Broward. 524-PISSED. I am. I'm smoking. The smoke is coming out of my ears.
This is Tom Brookshire in New York. President Bush has called a surprise news conference. We suspect that he may have changed his mind on the Supreme Court nominee. We now join that news conference already in progress.
Changed my mind about the previous nominee. So instead, I've decided to nominate 3 women to the Supreme Court. Right, girls?
You mean the Supreme Court? And this court from winding up, slanted to the right enough. Everybody's had enough listening to you.
Now we're getting down.
You can't hurry, Lois. No, you just have to wait. We're too busy singing. There's no time to legislate. We rock the house and the Senate. Woo! Now that we're here, will blacks get sympathy?
Probably not, but it makes me look real good.
Now we make the law.
Fascist pig.
You out flat.
Yeah, well, Diana, I'd rather sing flat than be flat.
Don't you diss me.
Ladies,
Yeah, well, that's it, honey. You out of the
Calm
band.
down.
Now you wait till I write my
This is Tom Brookshire. I'll see you tonight.
Another IOD emergency staff meeting, ladies and gentlemen, to address the serious problem of these malcontents, these miscreants, these slimeballs that muscle their way into the building mysteriously with armloads, buttloads, and truckloads of food. WIOD, Deerfield.
It's a wonderful day in the neighborhood. Can you say masturbate? Sure you can. How's it going, Neil?
I am telling you, man, the whole world is so riled up by this, it's just incredible.
Isn't it wild?
I think it's about time for somebody to take this into hand and get a hold of it
That's right.
before it gets out of control.
You know, thanks for your show today. It's relieved a lot of stress from me. I know that.
Yeah, I'm sure of that. That's great. In the meantime, I'm going to have another stroke here on the air. People are taking up office pools right now all over town to see what time it happens.
Yeah. Well, anyway, Neil, you're the greatest. Have a
Thanks.
good one.
See ya.
Enough of the sucking.
Open line in Broward, 524 WIOD. My head is swimming. I feel like Gertrude Ederle. on her way across the English Channel. As in, what channel are you on? Hey? A? Open line in Broward, 524 WIOD. Let's get some women on this phone. Let's get some living and breathing people. WIOD.
Hi.
You don't sound like a woman.
Am I supposed to be?
Would you like to dress up like one?
Oh, I do occasionally.
Okay.
Listen, I wanted to say, and bear with me, as Pee-wee would say. Even
more Pee-wee material, more Pee-wee material. The guy's in there wanking it. What do you leave him alone, will you?
This isn't about Pee-wee. This is about one of his.
No, but I mean, what is everybody?
Counterparts.
You know what it reminds me of? It's like it's like the thing I touch myself. It's like the song, like these little punky kids that are listening to Power 90s. Like they just invented that. You know, they just discovered it.
Listen,
we discovered it a long time ago, kids. Okay. And we didn't have to sing a song about it.
I think even though the crack addicts are running rampant and throwing elephant turds through the windows in Lauderdale,
yes,
yanking people's arteries and chains from their necks,
yes,
I think it's just great that Nick Navarro took the time to go in and bust that lady for having sex in her own bedroom.
I want you to find me.
And I think if he gets Rick Sanchez for his press agent, he could probably make the next Supreme Court nomination.
Yes, sir.
The Gestapo pig.
Right, you got it, pal. Heinrich Himmler lives.
I hope these people wake up before they're going to wake up one morning and realize
and when they get that new Supreme Court justice confirmed, I be right wing, that'll really cap it all off.
I don't think they could get any further to the right. They're going to make a round circuit.
Right,
come
exactly.
In on the west
what goes around comes around. You got it.
Well, listen, keep up the good work.
Keep your passport handy.
I'm gonna try.
See ya. And your trench coat. 1242 at WIOD. That's our motto for this week. Keep your passport in one hand and your trench coat in the other. Can't get in too much trouble that way. It's the Pillsbury Doughboy. He looks more like the Pillsbury Doughboy than you do, I'll say that. Poppin' stale.
What a day.
You want to start at 1?
Oh, man.
You got a lot of cards.
Yeah, 1 a.m.
How come they're
But it's
giving
like nice and
How come
quiet?
they're giving the time on the Channel 4 News now at 5 o'clock? And Ed Odell
they?
says it's 5 minutes after 8. It was actually 5:08, but he can't read the clock too well.
Really?
Why are they giving the time?
Yeah, I can't see that.
Just
I don't
another
know.
chance to screw up.
I have
Well, let's
not
let the
a
people
clue.
call in and rip you to your face instead of
right.
behind your back. I don't
Yeah.
like that, ripping behind the back.
Really?
And so what if you are divorced?
I mean, exactly.
I don't understand what the... First of all,
You know, it's nice that they send their condolences.
It's nobody's damn business, number one. Secondly, most of you idiots, if you're not divorced now, you will be by the end of the week. And what's the big deal about it? Like it's somebody's business out there, and all of a sudden you used to be a nice guy.
Right.
You know.
I got a divorce.
Yeah.
15 years.
Oh, man. Next thing, you'll be walking around with a trench coat. Fort Lauderdale.
Neil.
Yeah.
How you doing, buddy?
I'll loan it to you. I'm okay.
Good. I want to say something about the baseball team.
Return to the Blue Lagoon is coming any day in a theater near you. Boy.
Neil.
Oh, some hats. Thank you so much. I thought that was food for just a second. Oh, sir, I want to tell you, you almost just were part of a radio accident, okay?
Wow.
The young lady from Flores just came by, and she had a bag.
Yes.
And I thought there was more food in it, and I was just about ready to have a cardiac arrest. We were going to make a cardiac arrest.
I want to get off the Pee-wee Herman subject for a minute.
What?
I want to get off Pee-wee Herman for a minute.
Who was on them? Oh, these are Flores pizza hats. Well, what does that mean? Okay, go ahead, sir. I'm sorry. We're very confused over here.
People in South Florida suck.
Yes, we know that. And
last week, this is my first time to be able to call since last week. Some guy called up.
Yeah.
Some guy called up and he was bitching already about the hats for the Miami Marlins.
And they weren't even out yet.
I know. He just was looking for something to bitch about.
I know it. And the amazing thing to me, the one legitimate gripe they've got all through the years, I hear all these bellyaches about the stadium and the parking. The one legitimate gripe that they have, which we talked about the other day, about the price for the exhibition games being ridiculous, and you would think that we were communistas now because we said that. I mean, that's a legitimate, right?
I know.
It's a beautiful stadium. We got a great team and the support, all of this. But for a crappy exhibition game, those prices are ridiculous. And we have the audacity to say that. Now we're bad guys, okay? I don't understand this.
Are we bad guys?
Oh, yeah. Are you serious, Doughboy?
I went on and on about
I'm
that
Dope
yesterday.
Boy. I know. I did, too. It's ridiculous.
Well,
it's a
it
rip-off.
is.
These people are just looking for...
I'm behind the Dolphins as much as anybody,
Absolutely.
but crying out
You don't
loud, you
care
got to,
about the
you know,
Dolphins.
call it as it is.
You don't care about the Dolphins, sir.
Who?
You.
I love my Dolphins. I love my Dolphins.
Cheerleaders.
Well, that's part of the package.
Yeah. Let's get to the meat of the matter and
Neil.
cut the crap. Yeah.
All right,
I am divorced, you know.
relatively speaking, how
He wouldn't know Dan Marino from marinara sauce. Go ahead.
He does make a good marinara sauce.
Yeah, he
I
does
hear.
in that restaurant.
Yeah.
I wish he'd change his lips, though. That
Sir, caller on the line?
Yes.
That Joker look with those lips has got to go, Danny. What is it, sir?
Relatively speaking, how quick will the Marlins be? Will they improve faster than the Heat will, being a new franchise?
Well, probably, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely.
Good.
Definitely, because it's a whole different ball game. I mean, you know, baseball's different than basketball. They'll be competitive within your lifetime, not mine.
Yeah. Good. Thanks for the call, Neil.
Okay, we'll call you again.
Neil, you're a great American.
I know. See ya.
Okay.
He's doing all of my lines. Boy, oh boy. I got all screwed up right off the bat this morning because it's Tuesday and Graveline was over at the mailbox pilfering stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought it was Wednesday. And now I don't know what the hell's going on.
But you got nice
And
hats.
then I ate that. Thank you, Flores, for the nice hats. They're nice people over there,
They're
too.
great
They're wonderful people. And they're not a pain in the ass, and they don't bug us, and they don't send food when we don't want it. When we do want it, they do, boy.
Holy cow! It might be, it could be. It's the 1 to 2 hour with Neil Roberts.
And now, back to Chicken Jeopardy and your host, Alex Trebek.
We move on now to Double Jeopardy. Henny, you had the low score at the end of the last round. Choose a category, please. Extraterrestrials for 200. It makes strange noises in the chicken coop late at night. Yes, boneless. Frank Perdue, no. Cajun, no. What is a poultrygeist? A poultrygeist. Henny, you still have control of the board. To beak or not to beak for 600. He was the star of The Omen. Boneless. Correct. Gregory Peck. We'll return with final Chicken Jeopardy, where our category will be choking the pecker. Right after this.
106 at WIOD. The Marlin Caps, I understand, are in the building. Incredible. We have an open line at Broward, 524 WIOD, and one on the Star line at Star IOD. All the way from Deerfield Beach. Look at that. Here's a gentleman with a Marlin cap. What is that thing that he's got on the tray there?
I don't know what it is.
Boy. Yeah, but it's moving. I can't believe it. What is that candle?
As soon as I got off the phone with you, Veggie called me.
Oh, Veggie from Boca sent us over a candle. Look at that. I hope that Laura doesn't see that. And some great caps here, some Marlin caps. Let me be the first one to grab it. Look at that. Not bad. Commemorative July something or other, 1991, 19th, Florida Marlins. Thank you, sir. You're a gentleman and a scholar.
I'll leave these to your discretion.
Thank you. Great. Thanks a lot. Appreciate it.
You wouldn't believe it. I almost got run over by Rick Sanchez to get.
You almost got run over by Rick Sanchez. Well, it would have been worth it. You made the 5 o'clock anyway. Thanks a lot. And thanks to Veggie from Boca. Look at these beautiful flowers with a nice little note. Some nice bougainvilleas or whatever. I know nothing about flowers. A couple of pansies over there. Some flowers, too. Open line on the Star line at Star IOD. It says, hope things get better in this godforsaken town. You light up our lives. Veggie from Boca, from Strictly Roses, Florist and Flowers, 1335 South Federal Highway in Deerfield, Suite 1. And I noticed that Alex just came in here and appropriated for himself a whole bunch of Marlin caps. What is it?
One's for me and one's for Mitch.
It's just a joke. Will you relax? Man, these people are so uptight. See, the audience thinks it's me. This is just a radio show, although I am pissed about the food thing. But, God, you people are so sensitive. I wish you ought to come in here and do the show just one day. Like Rick Riley comes in. Oh, he called me Doughboy, because he's upset about the, you wanted the guys in the bikinis. I don't care what you got in bikinis, okay? Bring dogs in bikinis. I could give a crap, all right? Everybody is so damn uptight and so full of crap in this town. Why don't you lighten up and have a good time? Stop being so concerned about your masculinity, and you women, too. Let's go to Kendall. Hello.
How you doing, Neil?
Just great.
Neil, why in the world would Channel 7 have Sally Fitz do a bit on Pee-wee?
Well, maybe the story fits.
Maybe the story fits. She was shaking in her seat.
I'll bet.
Did you see it?
No.
Well, just wanted to...
Was she carrying a trench coat? Maybe there's a little more there than meets the eye, sir.
She might have had it under the counter. I don't know.
You never know.
Well, I just wanted to see if anybody knew what was going on with that. In closing, I'd like to call somebody a douchebag.
Yeah.
May I?
Yes. You don't have to ask.
You're a douchebag.
Okay. Miami.
Hey, Doughboy. This
He's
is
not
the
in
Dun
here.
Boy.
He's out in the hall.
How are you today?
He's taking orders.
Neil, you have a major sugar problem. And I had the cure.
Yeah.
Get the salt shaker, unscrew the top, and pour it down your throat. 5 minutes, your pH balance will be normal.
Okay.
And as far as Pee-wee, I think we need to start a defense fund.
Yeah.
Lend Pee-wee a hand. Hey,
Right.
lend Pee-wee a hand.
Outstanding.
See you later.
Okay. Good job. That's what Pee-wee said. Wellington.
Hello, doctor.
Uh-huh.
I'm dying over here.
Okay, hurry up. Open line on our Florida line, 1-800-944-WIOD. Here's a lady in Fort Lauderdale.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi, Neil.
How's by you?
Fine. How are you?
I'm a little better.
Good.
I'm recuperating from whatever happened today.
Good. I'm working today, but I thought I'd call and see how you're doing.
Yeah.
Doing good?
No.
No. Why?
You haven't been listening to the show.
I have been listening to the show about Pee-wee Herman. I think it's
Forget
ridiculous.
about Pee-wee Herman. Forget about
do you
Pee-wee.
wanna
I'm
talk about,
talking about that food that they keep sending in here that keeps making me sick.
Get new food.
What?
Get some more food. Get more food. New food. Different food.
Okay, let me try to, before I have a stroke on the air, let me try to explain it to you, okay?
I know.
I have diabetes.
I understand.
Okay? I can't eat all this food. You understand? I had a stroke a year ago, April, okay, which everybody finds very amusing, all right?
Uh-huh.
I can't eat.
Right.
Okay? I have a little salad that the people across at Sonny's are nice enough to bring every day. That's all I want for lunch, okay? Just a little salad. Healthy, nice little crap, okay?
Okay.
I don't want food. I've been screaming and yelling and puking on the air. No more food.
What are you going to do? Just drink fluids. You do that? Neil.
Dumb bitch. 127 at WIOD. I mean, how is it possible to be so stupid? How is it possible? You like practice? I've heard of practice makes perfect. That's the motto in Sarasota. But you're like a new dimension of stupidity. New food. How about some new food? How about some old food, honey? Miami.
He's a handsome young man.
Okay, Harry. Miami.
Neil,
Yeah.
have you seen Gilbert and Pee-wee together?
I was thinking about that. The laugh is very close.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, I don't have any more material.
Okay.
Dennis Martinez got it.
Later. Two open lines, both in Dade County. 751-9463. 751. Here's a mobile in Port St. Lucie.
Driving home.
Let's go to, where's George? Oh, there he is. You kind of get lost in the maelstrom in there. Man, it's like a circus in there today. God. It's like Barnum and Bailey. Aren't they in Sarasota? Yeah. Let's do a remote. That's what I say. Rick and Suds can do 2 to 6 from the donut shop, and I'll do a 10 to 2 from like up the road a piece, okay? Bring your trench coats. Fort Lauderdale.
Neil.
Yeah.
Hey, man.
Just calm down, will you, sir? Don't be a parrot.
No, sir. My friend here has exposed himself to me. I wonder if I can make a citizen's arrest on him.
Yes, sir, right now.
Brad, say hi. Hey, Neil. I'm sitting here. I've got lots of things to talk about.
Let me just say this to you, sir. Nothing that small could ever be admitted into evidence.
I hear that, man. That's a problem I've been having. I want to break up. No, oh, never mind. That's a different story. Hey, but he's going to hear that probably. Make sure the radio's down.
Yeah, crank that baby down.
Hey, turn that, get that thing
and
down.
the radio, too.
And hey, I'm going to medical school in a couple of weeks.
Great.
You got any advice for me?
Yeah.
Like, don't go?
Be as dishonest as possible. If you have no scruples, no ethics, if you're nothing but a blood-sucking, money-hungry douchebag, go right ahead, and good luck to you.
I got dollar signs.
Doctors are douchebags, sir. They're full of crap. They don't know what they're talking about.
Does that make me a pre-douchebag?
Yeah, you're going into pre-douche.
Hey, if I told you I spoke to a dead person last night, what would you say?
I talk to him every day. No big deal.
I mean, for real. I spoke to one for 2.5 hours on the old Ouija board.
Yeah?
Huh?
On the weenie board?
It was a guy who died at Shooters in a parachute accident. I knew him. My girlfriend knew him. I swear to God. It was so incredible. I could tell you the whole
I don't know what it is, but it's moving.
Yeah.
Oh, and Brad, he wants to know something. I mean, he's a little upset about this whole Pee-wee thing.
Yeah.
And, you know, I mean, he wants to know, didn't Captain Kangaroo and Skipper Chuck ever wank off, you know? They never got, you know, hassled for it. I'm sure the Peanut Gallery...
Why do you think they called him Captain Kangaroo, sir?
Right?
Have a great day. 1:30 at WIOD. This whole thing with Pee-wee's getting a little bit out of hand. We have an open line at Broward, 524-9463, 524-WIOD. I never even knew they had such a horrendous place of ill repute in Sarasota. I would think that a bunch of upstanding old farts over there wouldn't even permit such a disgusting, degrading place. I'm going to go out and check it out this afternoon. Homestead. Homestead's gone?
Yo.
Oh, there you are. Are you in Homestead?
Yep.
Well, I'll be danged.
Yeah, I'm a first-time caller.
Great. How is it so far?
I don't know. You're pretty ridiculous, I tell you.
Yeah, that's the idea.
Yeah, you get pretty nuts to these people, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was born down here.
And? And you're pretty bitter about it, too, about all these slime balls that have come in and are destroying it for you, aren't you?
I'm extremely bitter about it.
I don't blame you, sir. Stand up and be counted.
Right.
Don't be another doughboy. Do-boy.
Who's the doughboy, Rick?
Rick Riley.
Yeah.
He's the 1991 doughboy poster child. Doughboy.
Yeah, well, I'd just like to tell everybody that it's not...
In fact, he's going to be on, if CBS makes a hit with bringing back the, what's the show they're bringing back? Bullwinkle and Rocky. He's going to be Dudley Doughboy.
Yeah, well, I'd just like to tell everybody that's not from Florida and rags on those Floridians. You all are douchebags.
Okay.
Thank you.
Amen. 1:31 now, WIOD, on just I don't understand it at all Tuesday. I really don't. Somewhere along the line, we just kind of lost control. It slipped away from us, and we can't get a hold of it again. Let's try Lake Worth on the star line.
Neil, not going to talk about Pee-wee.
Good.
I'm just going to ask a question.
Yeah.
If the Marlins and the Dolphins play at JRS, does that make it the Fishbowl?
Yeah. Not bad. I give it about a 2.
Thank you.
See ya. 1:32 at WIOD. We have an open line on the star line at Star IOD. Games in Tokyo this weekend, but we'll have it. Mr. Weaver and Mr. Goldberg. Now, my question, of course, is, aren't they leaving today, I think? Who's going to be doing Hank's show Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday while he's in Tokyo, yucking it up with Mr. Weaver and all the boys? Who's going to be doing the show? Do we know? Oh, no, who?
Miami Zone.
Oh, Miami Zone. Well, better than Graveline. Tamarack. Tamarack?
Yeah, Neil, I just wanted to tell you...
All right, wait a minute. Are you in Tamarack?
Yeah.
And I had to say it 3 times so you could say the Cubs suck?
Oh, and I wanted you to talk a little bit about the Reds. You gotta like the Reds.
Oh, yeah. They're really hot.
They're gonna beat your butt this week.
Yeah, like they did last week.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We'll see. I'll call you back.
Okay.
After the game.
Good luck.
Goodbye.
You'll need it. What are they, like 45 behind now, the Reds? Man, you notice that nervous twang in his voice? I'd be nervous, too, spewing crap like that. You can get arrested in this town for spewing propaganda like that, sir. Miami.
Hey, Neil, how's it going?
Okay, it's almost over, sir. Thank God.
Can you do me a favor and pass a message to Rick?
Rick who?
Rick Riley.
DuBois?
Yeah, tell him that Pee-wee's more of a man than he is, for Christ's sake. All he's doing is whining. Sud's got more of a personality.
Well, call him up
than he
and
does.
tell him that, okay? All these macho guys that call me and rag on somebody else, call him up and tell him to his own ear, okay? You spineless jellyfish. But he does have a point. Miramar.
Hey, Uncle Neil.
How you doing?
Hey, let me ask you something. What the heck is a finger-popping crazy?
You know something? It's amazing that you asked that question. Wait a minute. Okay, do you want to hear one?
Go ahead.
All right, here you go.
Hey, Pee-wee, pull my finger.
There it was.
Now I'm talking about the traffic promo.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I know what you're... Hey, listen, don't get me involved with those disgusting, grotesque promos that the audience are puking from coast to coast.
Oh, man.
I have no idea. They just will not get the clue here. The more you scream about it, the more of them they put on the air. And Larry Bessler keeps screaming louder and louder about the weather geeks and the finger-popping crazies, and I don't know. Who knows what they're talking about?
So stupid.
I know it. It's like an insult to all of our intelligence. We get much.
Anyways, Pee-wee Herman's okay in my book.
Okay.
Bye.
See ya. Pervert. 142 at WIOD. What does it say? Oh, we have a new promo, 1 minute and 22 seconds long. For what? What is it for?
News, I guess.
For the news? Let's go to Miami on a Broward line.
Neil, two things. Did you hear that Pee-wee Herman's going to start writing Jackie Wacky?
Next thing.
And what do you think about the Mike Tyson Evander Holyfield fight?
Okay. Let's go to Miami on the Star line.
How you doing, Neil?
Okay.
Well, who do you think was right, the umpire or Dawson?
Joe West is a pig. How do you like that, sir?
Well, he is a pig. I just
pig.
think that I need
With
to
a
change-
crappy smirk on his face. Somebody needs to wipe that smirk right off his fat, stupid face.
I'll bet you Pee-wee Herman will do it.
There you go.
Listen, I just wanted to change the subject a little because I'm sick of hearing about this jerk.
Oh, that's all we're hearing all day long.
I know.
These people are like one-note Charlies.
I know.
I mean, once they get a hold of it, they just can't let it go.
I hear you. I hear you.
See ya.
What?
145 at WIOD. We have an open line at Broward, 524, and one on that world-famous Star line. If you have Bell South Mobility, pick it up and give it a little tickle. Star IOD. Here's a lady in Miami.
Well, George paid me to say this. He is God.
Oh, come on.
George is out of control. You
By
gotta
the way,
control
so
that
George's
man.
vacation start tomorrow or Thursday? Oh, tomorrow. So this is his last day before vacation.
Who, George's?
Yeah, he goes
Who the
on
hell
vacation
told him
for
he
a
could go
week
on
tomorrow.
vacation?
What is it?
Who told him he could go on vacation? Are you there?
Yeah.
I just wanted to be bitchy today.
Oh. Well, why should you be any different from anybody else?
Exactly. I want
These
to be
people
part of the
are
crowd.
they're like on Sudafed. Like, man, they're nuts.
Did you see the New People magazine?
It's in the wastebasket. Those pictures inside are
Really?
the...
I haven't seen the other.
Well, save your money.
Really?
The pictures inside are the grubbiest. It looks like they took the Nelsons' heads off and put them on Evander Holyfield's body or something. Just disgusting.
Oh,
Gross.
really?
Forget it. Save your money, honey.
Oh, man.
Trust me.
What a letdown.
Yeah.
I thought I was so excited when I saw it the other day. The announcer, I said, oh, I got to go
No,
get one.
don't do it. Forget it. You'll be in for a small disappointment.
Oh, well, then I'll save my money to eat then.
Okay.
Thank you, Neil.
Have a nice
Have
day.
a good day.
Bye. 146 at WIOD. The end is in sight. We can see Blight at the end of the tunnel. 751 WIOD, an open line in Dade, and one in Broward. Rhymes with coward. 524-9463. West Palm Beach.
Hi, Neil.
How you doing?
Got a good story for you.
What is it?
My mother told me the story. You ready?
Yeah.
It's about the folks at Cemetery Village. Hello?
I'm here. I'm listening, sir. I'm listening.
Okay, once a week they all get on the bus and they go do their shopping
Uh-huh.
at Publix or Winn-Dixie or wherever it is.
Yeah.
Well, on a recent trip, they all have gone in and done their shopping. They all got on the bus ready to go.
Yeah.
And the manager steps aboard the bus and says, okay, one of our employees has somebody in the bus steal some food. So now I'm not going to embarrass everyone, and I want that person, when you get back, to just leave it on the seat, and we're not going to call the police or anything.
Do you know
like
how
that.
many times I've heard this story, sir?
Isn't that great?
And about they all got up and got off the bus, and every seat there was stuff left behind?
Enough to fill 2 shopping baskets?
Right.
That's great.
A tisket, a tasket, leave it in my basket.
Okay, but you haven't heard this one.
Okay.
As Pee-wee was being led out in handcuffs,
Okay. 152 at WIOD. Boy, they got that beat scene on MTV again right now, and I don't have time to be bothered with this stinking show. Okay, look at... Oh, is this the one that I was watching yesterday at about the same time? No. Different cast of characters. Not bad. Anyway, let's go to Miami Beach. Hello.
How you doing?
Okay.
Boxing's more entertaining than racing.
Yeah, that's good. Okay, box this. Hi, Johnny. Have a nice day over at the coast. Pembroke Pines, hello.
Yeah, what's up, Neil? How are you?
Great.
Listen, I want to talk to you about Las Vegas.
Yeah.
I lived out there for 2 years, and I tell you, I always hear you say what a great town it is. I hated it out there.
Why is that?
Nothing to do, except drink and gamble. And you gamble out there, you're going to end up blowing your
Oh,
brains
get out of here. Nothing to do but drink and gamble. Go away, will ya?
What else?
What?
What else besides that? I was there for I made great money. I was a bartender out there.
Yeah.
But I made great money, but
I don't drink, okay? So there must be something else to do out there beside drink.
Well, you tell me one thing since you've been out there so many times. Tell me one besides gambling.
How about the big name entertainment? How about the shows? How about the
often can
food?
you go to that?
What?
I mean, if you live out there, how often can you go? You know, the tickets are out there.
But you don't understand. The point is that at least you have the option. When you live somewhere, you have a series of options. People who live in New York City don't go to a Broadway show every day of the week, but once in a while, when there's something they want to see, it's there, and they go and they enjoy it.
I understand that, but at least out here, I mean, at least we're in a town where you can do the football thing. We got baseball coming. We got basketball. I mean, there's no sports out there. I mean,
there's no sports out there at all. They're all on the big screen in a sports book.
Well,
you go and see whatever the hell you want.
But that's not the same thing as watching it on the big. Yeah, sure.
Sir, life is more than just a ball game, okay? Than just waiting for a ball game. It'll be great when we have baseball, because baseball is just about every night in the summertime. That's great.
We used to get so bored out there, we would go out and look for desert shrimp.
Well, you're the only person I have ever spoken to in my life who gave me a song and a dance like
Wait a second. There's a difference.
I'm talking about people who lived there. I'm not talking about people who visited there.
No, I can't understand it. I mean, it's 130...
In addition to which, this is supposed to be a tourist town, okay? Professional sports is not what a tourist town is all about, okay? That's not what it's all about.
Well, what is it all about?
It's having things for people to do.
Well, what do you if you think you go out, if the people go out there and retire and gamble, I mean, they end up spending every nickel they... Listen, I love the
sir, go have a Hershey enema, will you? Get out of my life. They go and spend every nickel, I'm talking about tourist places for people to go places and do things, Dumbo. No wonder you're here. God almighty. If you didn't like it there, I'm happy for you, okay? North Miami Beach.
Neil.
Yes, sir.
Me cogieron estrangulando el...
Only in Inglés, okay, on this show? Only in Inglés. Let's try Miami on the star line. Hello.
Mr. Rogers, watch your blood pressure there.
I know. These people are nuts today. That guy from Vegas, that man is the biggest dipspit I have ever spoken to in my life.
Anyway,
there's nothing to do there. Yeah, it's exciting here. We're going to sit around and wait for the Marlins for a year and a half, okay? It'll be great in the meantime.
You got to go live in Des Moines or someplace like that. It's really exciting.
God.
Anyways, I spoke to you earlier this year. I'm not one of your scum-sucking, bandwagon-jumping Cubs fans. I'm a Dodger fan, and I'd like to thank your Cubs for beating up on the Braves. It was an exciting series.
Yeah. Well, we'll try to help you out tonight, but you guys are going to have to get some hits. You know, you've had 3 hits in 2 games. That ain't getting the job.
We can't hit our way out of a paper bag. It's
right.
It's pitiful. We almost got no hit 3 times in the past six days. But keep it up, and good luck, and I'd like to see you guys beat up on the Reds to quiet that other guy.
Well, we're going to try it.
Thank you, sir.
We're going to bring our bats, I'll tell you that.
All right.
See ya. Not necessarily for the game. 156 at WIOD, Miami.
Rick and Suds suck.
Okay, thanks. Miramar.
Yeah, I went and got my hat over at Blockbuster, and I love it. Go Marlins, Dennis, and Joe, you're major douchebags.
Okay, good job. Right to the point. He got it all in. He touched all the bases, and hallelujah. Miami Beach on the star line.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Neil.
Yeah.
You got a minute to talk sometime off the air about a fundraiser for Camilla's house?
What do you mean about a fundraiser for Camilla's house?
Well, I was introduced to something last night that would be, I think, very interesting to you and Camilla's house to raise money for Camilla's house.
In regard to what? Doing what?
Raising money.
But I mean, what is it?
Well, you could tie it in with your end of the year thing that you always do to raise money.
Okay, hold on a second.
Sure.
Why do these people call me on the air with stuff? Why don't they talk to Yvette? Why don't they talk to Boy Kurt? I think I'm losing it. North Miami.
Whatever happened to Ron St. John Jr.?
Good question.
And Benny Goodman had a big smash hit in 1945.
Yeah.
Called Gotta Be This or That. He actually sang on the record.
Wow.
A novelty vocal by the man himself.
Okay, call up Stu Goldstein. He'll be right over to compare notes with you. Well, that's going to do it for us, and none too soon. Let me tell you that, boys and girls. Carry your trench coats even on a sunny day. That's the message we learned today. Rick and Puddle, Dubois and Pudd will be along after the 2 o'clock news for 4 exciting hours. Joe Zagacki and Sonny Hirsch will be here on Sports Talk to do their usual Tuesday evening.